What's up, Luke?
Luke.
What's your name? What's
Who's
up,
Luke?
Man? Hello? Trusty. What?
You called me Luke. I don't know who Luke is.
No, I called the guy in chat, my moderator, Luke.
Cool. How confusing.
Do you believe the Earth's a globe?
It absolutely is.
Does a plane need to adjust for curvature when it flies? Because it doesn't happen in reality.
Yeah, it overall does. So I was reviewing one of
It
your
overall
debates.
does?
Yeah, I was reviewing one of your debates last night with ADHD, and I caught
Oh,
you in
yeah,
a huge lie.
he really got smacked. Oh, really? Yeah, what did I
Yeah.
lie about?
Yeah, you want to lie more about it, or do you want to get spanked
What did
over
I
it?
lie about?
That picture from the bluffs.
You know what's...
Hey, you got to
do you
shut
know
up every
what's...
once in a while, Angel. That's your problem.
Do you know what's funny is I could
No,
show
you
you a
don't know how
clip
to
of
do that,
him
do you?
right now lying 10 times in a row.
Sure.
if
Well,
you
I'm going to
want.
hit you
Show
on
that.
one thing, and you're going to cry
Go
home.
ahead.
So that picture from Lake Michigan, from the bluffs of Michigan over to the skyline of Chicago, which is in Illinois. You want to bring that one up? I know you got these
that
all
was
up already.
Yeah, that was from, what was it? Trying to think of the location again. Grandmere State Park. That's where that was from. Yes.
Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah, and there's bluffs there, and you lied about the observer height. Angel, why'd you do that?
No, I didn't lie about the observer
Yeah,
height.
you did. You said the observer height was something that first of all, you called it sea level, which is incorrect. Lake Michigan isn't at sea level, dumbass. It's a lake inland.
Yeah,
Touches
I know.
Wisconsin,
That's why you have to
Michigan,
minus
Illinois.
the height.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I said that from sea level, it's 29 feet.
right. But did you know
Correct,
the observer height was up on a bluff about 160, 170 foot in the air?
Do you know that the bottom? Do you know that the bottom of what you're talking about, the other side, is also elevated? Do you know that?
Right, but the observer height,
Oh,
where
right.
the observer,
So let me bring it up.
the
I don't know why
photograph.
this is not on my thing.
You like talking through people, I know, but I'm not going to allow you to do that.
Let me bring up the meme. Let me bring up the
Yeah,
meme.
let's
'cause
bring
you're
up
gonna
your
just get
meme.
smoked, or this is going to be really funny.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be really funny. You're going to get, you're just going to prove that you don't know how to do math. That's all that's going to happen. So if Grandmere State Park is at about 600 feet in elevation, if I remember correctly, it's exactly about 600 feet in elevation, and that's the top of the dune he was on. Okay, and the observation point on the other side is also the bottoms of that is also elevated at 577 feet. Would that be an elevation? Would Grandmere State Park be in an elevation of 23 feet above the other location?
No, you're just lying about this now. You're
No, I'm
taking
not.
the bottom.
Just saying I'm lying.
You're taking the bottom of where that park is. That
Correct, I'm doing it
photographer
mean
was
sea
up on a
level.
bluff, up on a hill, about
Yes, I
170
just
foot
asked you.
above that.
I just asked you. No. So the height at where he was at was 600 feet above sea level.
No,
Do you
incorrect.
agree, yes or no? Is Grandmere State Park? Okay, let me look it up.
Yeah, the bottom of it,
'Cause
maybe,
you're
but not
about-
where the photographer was.
Okay, the bottom. Thank you. The bottom of Grandmere, where he's standing on,
No,
was
not where he was
600 feet.
standing.
Okay,
it's not where he was standing.
Grandmere State Park is where he was standing.
No, this whole thing. I mean, you're a laughing stock on the internet because they've debunked you on this. Plus, I live in the local area, so I'm
No.
very familiar with this.
Yeah, well, I don't. Again, so park above height.
Yeah.
Hang on. Just say that I'm lying and stuff, dude. You're gonna
You're
get smoked on this
deliberately
so bad.
lying, though. That's what you
You're
do,
going to
Angel.
get-
That's what all
You're gonna get
flirts
smoked
do.
on this really bad.
Okay, get ready to get smoked, Angel. You're so confident.
I am, because I know how to do math and you don't.
Yeah, there's this thing called the Earth curve calculator. You can calculate this pretty easily on a computer machine. But you lie about the observer height. You lied to ADHD
No, I
when he
didn't.
asked you what the observer height was.
No, I didn't.
And then you guys
No, I
debated
didn't lie.
forever about stupid refraction, which wasn't correct.
No, I didn't lie.
It was all about the observer height, which he didn't know
You
about.
know you're not meant
but
to.
I
You know
do.
you're not meant to be seeing it, right? Okay, we'll see. Chicago, Michigan, height above sea level. Okay, so I gave him the heights of Grandmere State Park being 600 feet above sea level. Okay, let me show you. Because you're just gonna, and then you're gonna recant that I'm a liar, correct? You're not just gonna go
I already
around
know
other
you're a
people
liar.
and say I'm lying, right?
That's why I came here.
Okay.
This was
Okay,
fun.
so is the height of Grandmere State Park? I said 600 feet, but let's say 600 feet. Is the height of Grandmere State Park 600 feet?
Yeah, the park itself.
Great. Is the bottom of Lake Michigan, where the Chicago skyline is, 577 feet above sea level?
Yep, the bottom where the city is. The bottom of the
Okay,
city.
so then would it? Okay, thank you. So would it be fair to say that Grandmere State Park is 23 feet higher than Lake Michigan? The
That's not where
bottom
the
of it?
photographer took the picture, though. This is where you lie.
I didn't. Sorry, I didn't ask you that.
Oh,
Is
because you
Lake
can't ask me that
Michigan?
because it
It
defeats your lie. You
is Lake.
liar, liar, liar.
Okay, yeah, you incessantly just calling me a liar while getting
You are
exposed
a
is
liar,
embarrassing.
though. Why don't you
Okay,
prove your claim then? Where
I,
was the
I am. So
photographer at this park?
600 feet above sea level is the where the height was. That's the bottoms of the height.
That's
Like
not where
his
the
feet were at
photographer
600.
was.
Yes, it
There are
was.
dunes. No, he wasn't. You just lied again.
He was at Grandmere State Park. He was.
Not at the
You
base of
want to
it.
see the? Do,
He was
do you
on
want to hang on?
dunes. Do
Do
you
you want to
even
see
know
the
what
news
this thing
report?
looks like?
The dunes are 600 feet above sea level. I just gave you that, you moron.
No, they're not. They're much higher.
How high are the dunes?
They go up to
The
200
dunes,
foot above
sand
that, so about
dunes,
800 foot
because it
above.
sits. Grandmere State Park has an
Yep.
average elevation of 600 feet above sea level because it sits Lake Michigan on sand dunes. Are you
Right.
stupid?
The bottom of the park where
Okay,
the beach is,
so
next to the lake.
sand
See how you
dunes
don't
reach
shut
to
up?
the
See, this is your problem,
so
Angel.
the
You don't shut up.
so the
And this is your
sand
tactic,
dunes
and now
as you
you're muted
panic.
because you're panicking, Angel. You are panicking, and this is what you do.
Okay, so the sand dunes reach about 600 feet,
No,
correct?
no, they're 200 foot above
Are
the
you
beach,
stupid?
above the park.
Are you stupid?
You can
It's
ask.
on screen.
You should ask that yourself. You can personally attack me all you want, but I've come,
Okay,
come
so
here to make you
Grandmere State
cry.
Park has an average elevation of 600 feet above sea level because it sits along Lake Michigan on sand dune
Correct.
terrains. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and the
then the
sand
sand
dunes
dunes
where the
are
photographer
600
was.
feet above sea level,
No, they're
correct?
not. No, they're 200 foot above that.
Oh my god! Why are you lying? You come up, dude. This is so
You
funny.
should bring a
You
picture
come
of
up
the.
here and
You
say
should
I
bring a
lie,
picture of the park
and
up
then
so we
it's
can
and then it's
really
on
watch you
screen.
cry.
It's on screen, and then you lie in front of the
No,
audience when it's on
your
screen.
your
So I'm
aspect
gonna
of
ask
it is
again,
on
right? And
screen.
if you lie again, this is so.
No,
This
you're
is
the liar,
embarrassing for
Angel.
you.
No, it's very embarrassing, and
Yep.
it's telling because you're muting
Great.
me.
So are the
Angel, when
sand
you
dunes
mute, we know
600
you're
feet
lying,
above sea
Angel.
level?
We've
Yes or
been
no?
after you for a long time, Angel. You're
All
one
right.
of the biggest liars on
Yeah,
TikTok,
and you just
you're
fumbled
doing
in
it
front
again.
of 220 people.
Angel,
So are the sand dunes, do they reach a height of 600 feet above sea level on average?
higher,
Yes or no?
higher.
Do they reach an average elevation height of 600 feet?
No,
Yes or
they're
no?
higher than the park itself, Angel. That's why they're
Oh
called
my
sand dunes.
god. You get 600 feet? Yes or no?
Oh, you are higher than the park itself.
Oh
Angel.
my
That's why they're called
god.
sand
You
dunes.
get the hell out of here. You fucking. Yeah, come up and lie. Call me a liar and lie in front of
You
200
are.
people when it's on
You are a
screen.
liar.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is how it works, right? Let me bring it back up. That's hilarious. This is what they do, man. They come up, they call you a liar, and I was so confident
You are a
that I
liar.
knew my shit. And it's like he can't admit that now he's wrong, right? So he has to keep saying that I'm lying. So because
trying to
the
conflate
ground he was
average
standing
elevation.
on was
That's not maximum
elevated
elevation. You don't let me speak,
600
though.
feet. Okay,
That's not what it is.
the bottoms. The reason why the height is above sea level is because sea level is the curve part that they claim. That
Yeah,
would be the
It's an inland
surface of the
state,
earth.
dumbass.
To get the height above sea level, which is what I said in the debate, if you look at it, then you have to minus the heights to get the
You
height
said the
above
observer height was 30
sea
feet.
level. Because sea level would be the horizontal dumb curve that they believe in. That's the ground. Okay? So if that's curving at 8 inches per mile squared, you'd get the height of that above that. To get the height above that, it would be safe to say, obviously, Grandmere State Park is 600 feet above sea level. The bottoms
that's not where the
of Lake
photographer was.
Michigan on the other side are 577 feet above sea level. So you minus that to get so then
He's
the
gonna lie.
height of Grandmere State
Watch
Park
him
is
lie.
23 feet higher
No,
than the
that's
other
not where the
side.
photographer
So
was.
there's your horizontal datum line, right? It's 23 feet higher, the bottoms of each part.
It's not where the photographer
You add
was.
6 foot to that to get the height above sea level, which is 29 feet, which is what I said in the debate. That this guy
Which is your
obviously
lie, which is why you lied.
cannot track and just see
Angel,
that he's
you're a
wrong.
huge liar.
Typically,
He
guys,
had to
when they
dump me.
come up and just
Such a liar.
incessantly call me a lot, like that's what
'Cause
that's
you
what
are a
ADHD
liar.
did. So, guys, you know what's funny?
That's
That
what
he
you
did that.
are.
Let me bring up the debate. Let me show you what an actual liar is. For these guys to claim that I'm a liar when that guy got caught lying like 5 different times at least. I'm going to bring it up now. That's funny.
Bring it up. This is good stuff.
Coriolis, let's see.
Observer
This is
height
so
was
funny.
not 30 feet.
Watch
You
this,
lie,
guys.
Angel.
The stadium, the left drift.
All right, can you guys let me know? Can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear the video?
Oh, this is
just yes or no,
brilliant.
just real quick. I'm going to play it now.
To the right, enabled by Earth's rotation.
That had nothing to do
You
with
wanna
this.
know the
Can you hear it?
rotation of the Earth
Neil deGrasse on here.
that fuel go.
Okay, cool.
If I let go of the helium balloon, does the Earth rotate under it? Does it deviate?
Not very much because it's going up. There is some Coriolis enacting on a balloon as it goes.
Said nothing
as it
to do with the
raises
bait.
through the atmosphere.
Okay, you can.
Okay, the Earth spins under a...
He's just bringing up
the helium
random
balloon
shit.
has a Coriolis deflection. In other words, the Earth rotates under on the helium balloon. He just said yes to that, guys.
Recreate Coriolis on America.
No. So the Coriolis
Hold on,
is
he's
when
just
you
gonna
are
clip up
moving
crap that
in
isn't about
relation
this.
to.
No, it's flat. Of course it is. Yeah, it's measured flat. Lake Michigan's flat. What's up, man? Do you believe the Earth's globe?
Yeah. Why'd
Are
you
you
run
the
from that?
same guy that was
Why'd
just...
you run from that last guy?
Oh my god.
Why'd you run,
it's the
Angel?
same guy.
Why'd you run? What's the observer height, Angel? You don't want to talk
you're
about
the
that, do
same
you?
guy.
Well, duh. You're
Okay,
you're
so
running.
let's get
So the
back.
observer height is the average elevation. That's the observer height. What's the actual observer height, Angel?
Yeah, so the height above sea level, yeah, is 29 feet, correct?
That's not where he was. He was on a bluff. So what was you said the observer height was 30 feet. You
Oh,
lied.
okay, so this
the
is
observer
so-
height
so
was
this is,
170
yeah,
feet.
this is the
So
same
put that
guy
into
as
your
last time,
calculator,
so-
Angel, and you're a liar.
Yeah, so you're saying he wasn't at Granmere State Park, sir?
He was on the bluffs of Grandmere State Park, up about 170 feet.
So he was at Granmere State Park then.
On a bluff, 170 feet in the air.
So he was at Granmere State Park.
170 feet in the air, Angel. You lied. You said it was 30
Okay,
feet.
so
Observer height was
is,
30 feet.
so is
You
Granmere,
lied to
is
88
Granmere,
feet. You lied. You gave him bad information.
no,
you
no,
lied.
you're
Deliberately, you
lying
lied,
right
too.
now.
You do this deliberately, Angel, because
No,
all flirts have to lie. That's how you guys survive,
Okay,
is
so
through
if all,
lies.
can I finish?
You
Okay,
going to
thank
finish
you,
line? Sure.
brilliant.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Embarrass yourself.
Yeah, so Granmere State Park, right? Let me look at it again. Is Granmere State Park sit at an elevation of 600 feet? Yes or no? On
The
screen?
bottom of it is.
Yep. And is the bottoms of Granmere of Lake Michigan, the other side, is that about 577 feet also?
Sounds about right.
Okay, so then would it be safe to say that me saying Granmere State Park is 600 feet in elevation, the bottom, and the other side is 577 feet, would Granmere State Park be at about 23 feet above the other side?
But that's not where the photograph was taken.
He was at Granmere State Park and you just agreed to it, so why are you lying?
Look at
was
what
he
you're
at
doing,
Granmere
Angel.
State Park?
Look at what you're doing. You
Was
don't
he
even
at
know where the
Granmere State
photograph
Park?
was taken, Angel, because it goes
It was
against
taken at
your
Granmere
flat
State
Earth.
Park.
On a bluff, 170 feet
taken
in
at
the air.
Granmere State Park.
On a bluff, 170 feet in the air.
Okay, so I'm not. So why are you lying in front of the audience? So you come up here and
not a
incessantly
lie.
call me a liar, then you
It's
lie.
not
Okay.
a lie. They
So
actually
did we
talked to the
establish that
photographer that
Granmere
took this
State Park
picture.
is about 600 feet above sea level?
Oh,
Yes
you
or
have
no?
a problem with this, don't you? Because it goes against your flare flies.
Is Granmere State Park
We've been through this
about
multiple
600
times.
feet above
I'm
sea
not
level?
going to go down your brain melting anymore. The
Okay, so
photographer
then
was
you're lying then.
170 foot in the air, and you don't want to admit
At
that.
Granmere State Park, correct? At
On the
Granmere
bluffs,
State Park?
on the bluffs of it.
Is Granmere State Park 600 feet above sea level? If you don't
The
answer
base
this
of it
directly,
is.
you're kicked.
The base of it is. By the
Okay,
way,
is Granmere State Park 600 feet above
He
sea level? If you don't
can't
answer
handle
this
it.
directly, you're
the
kicked.
base of it is.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so the base of it is, yeah. So
Not
we
where the
established the
photographer
base
was.
then is higher, 23 feet than the other side. Add 6 foot for the camera height, you get 29 feet. Thank you. I think that's like ADHD's brother or something, because like he almost like sounds like him, and he reminds me of him very much.
I have no idea
like,
who
it's
this
like
guy
he's
is.
defending his
I just
brother or
watched a YouTube
something.
video.
Yeah, that's extremely weird. If you, like I said, guys, I just exposed ADHD so many times, by the way, and I could show you another point.
It's not
where he
about
lied, but it's not even, I'm not
ADHD.
that
It's
kind of
about
guy
you,
that just go
Angel.
around
In your lies.
showing how people are lying all the time. It's kind of weird. Like, anyway, what's up, man? Do you believe the Earth's a spinning globe?
Not sure about it, but I've got a question for you about Gleason's map, if you could help me.
Well, it's not my map. It's okay. What
I
about it?
said, Gleason's map.
What about it?
Can you measure distance on that?
It's got a scale on it. Yeah.
Can you bring it up and show us? What it looks
No,
like?
he
again, you
doesn't
can
wanna
measure
bring up
distances
his
on. I
map.
don't know if those distances
No,
are
he
correct because it's
doesn't. He
based off a globe.
can't.
So
Yeah, he can't bring it up.
The Gleason map's based on the globe.
it's a globe flattened out.
Yep,
Okay, is there a map of
because
flat
it's not
Earth?
real.
There would be. Well, actually, technically, all maps are flat. They use longitude and latitude, which is XY, which is 2D plane. But the globe, they got a globe and they flattened it out. They opened it up and just flattened it out. So I don't know if I don't know if the continents in the incorrect locations or not. But all maps are based off longitude and latitude.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna let this Flurf go for right now. He's gonna come up with another profile, but he's just gonna know it right away, and he's gonna deflect and run and dump and mute. That's what this Angels of Light has to do. So yeah, I've debated with him on TikTok before. He's a complete idiot here, but I was watching this one YouTube video with him with this ADHD guy, and I saw the Lake Michigan photo again, which he's used against me again, and I tried to, defute him. Then he dumps right away. So I thought, holy cow! When I saw him on the TikTok machine, the first thing was, oh, we got to bring this back up. So we did. And as you can see, he completely deflected and lied yet again about his observer height, which he said was about 29 or 30 feet when he was on the big modern day YouTube debate. And he's lying. The photographer was about 170 foot up on a bluff. So he's trying to give me the average height or where the base of this Grand Mirror State Park is. Well, that's not where this news photographer was. He was 170 foot up from that on a bluff, meaning that you can see pretty much all of Chicago. But what he doesn't want to show in that photograph either, which we didn't get to this part, was if you zoom in, magically the bottoms of the buildings are still gone. Like you can't see the street level or the street lights or anything. Kind of weird, Angel. Your flat Earth's a lie. Flat Earth is a huge lie, and these guys are just fun to screw with. Obviously, I'm more into the political debate guys, but if you ever want to have fun or practice debating, debate a Flurf. These guys have serious mental problems, but they're good debaters. They're good at keeping their lie in focus, and anything you bring up deflecting from that, interrupting you, and distracting you. So if you actually study their techniques, you can keep them on track and then completely defute them because, again, Flat Earth is a lie. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little break from our political debating, or any flurfs that came in here, or the Globe people that love seeing Flurf debates. Hope you enjoyed. Why don't you give a subscribe, a like, and maybe a comment? Have you ever debated this Angels of Light guy on the TikTok machine? How did it go? Let me know. And we will see you. Hey guys, I'm going to splice in this few-week-old debate that I had with Angels of Light because I think it makes sense right now. So enjoy this extra footage.
What's up, man? Do you believe the Earth's a globe?
Earth is a globe.
Okay. Well, what is your number one best argument to prove to me it was a
Well,
globe?
you got that cool
without begging the
graphic
question?
all the time, but do you honestly think the vacuum of space sucks? I mean, you've probably been told this a
No
million
one ever
times.
said that word. No one ever said that word. Did I
You
ever
just
say
had
that?
it on your graphic. You just talked about it like 3 times that there's
So
a
are you
vacuum.
saying that? Are you saying that high pressure doesn't seek low?
You're saying that is creating a vacuum as if a sucking vacuum.
I never said the word suck.
You think a vacuum sucks, which is what your graphic is showing.
I never said that.
Yeah, that's what you guys think. Your flirts. You think that the vacuum of space
so,
sucks
no, I
air,
said
like
high
as if it's a
pressure.
Dyson
I said high-
vacuum.
Describe how a vacuum cleaner works. I'll give you.
Well, vacuum
someone give this
cleaner-
man a galaxy if he gets it correct.
Just uses a fan, basically.
Where does that sucking motion thing come from? Why does it happen?
From a fan.
How?
Well, I don't know the internals exactly of a vacuum, but it's creating a sucking force,
How?
which
How?
creates a vacuum. But it's not
How?
the vacuum of space. So I need to know how a vacuum works.
How does a vacuum cleaner
to let
suck?
you know
How
that
does
the
it-
Earth
yeah,
is round.
explain
We're
it.
not debating how a vacuum works, like the vacuum in your house.
You just came up and said the word suction.
because
So
you're
does a vacuum
relating
suck?
you're relating space to the vacuum that you have in your house, and it's ridiculous.
Why does it? Okay, so you can't explain how a vacuum cleaner works. You can't.
Sure,
do
I
it.
just said it uses a fan to create a suction force.
How does it? That's just okay. How though? I'm asking you how it does
Well, it
that.
depends on the vacuum. Depends on how it's manufactured.
How does a Dyson cleaner create suction?
Well, they use a high powerful fan, and then they have these
What does
cool
the fan do?
nozzles Wow, you just interrupted me.
What
Like,
does the-
you're so
what does
you
the
can't
fan
even
do?
shut up for 2 seconds, dude.
What does the fan do specifically to create the suction?
It has impeller blades on it that spin.
I didn't know a fan blade spins and has propellers on it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
How does that create
It's
suction?
called an impeller, not a propeller. It's an impeller. It's totally
And
different
how does that create suction?
because it moves at high speed in a certain direction.
And
That
how does that create
takes-
suction?
I don't know, probably some pressure.
Okay, so you don't know. Okay. let
I
me
don't need to
explain
know
it
how
you
a
then.
vacuum works to know that space isn't the same.
All right,
Space
so
is the
watch this.
absence
Watch this.
of almost all matter.
A vacuum cleaner works by creating a low pressure system in a container, then high pressure seeks low, and that's what the suction is.
Yeah, and it uses
So
an impeller
if
to
there's
do
a
that.
if there's a low pressure system, will gas fill it?
On Earth, yes.
Is the Earth in a vacuum? Of
No.
low pressure system?
No, the
The
Earth is
not in a low
contained.
pressure system.
No, the Earth is contained.
Contained by what?
Yes.
What's it contained by?
But it uses gravity to contain all matter except for helium and hydrogen.
Okay, so that's a begging the question fallacy. We'll get to that. But your
No,
Earth,
well, you don't believe in
adjacent next to the
gravity.
Atmos,
Right.
adjacent next to the Atmos, there's a low pressure vacuum, correct?
Okay. Space isn't a low pressure, it's just an absence of matter.
If there's an absence of matter, that would be low pressure, you
No,
nutty.
it is not a pressure gradient.
No. If there's an absence of matter, particles of gas, is that low pressure?
Space isn't a pressure vessel. The Earth isn't a pressure vessel. Oh, you so stupid.
Bro. Oh my god.
Can't even handle it.
My god. So now you just recanted your gravity space vacuum. Got it.
There's no pressure in space,
Guys,
dumb fuck.
space isn't a vacuum anymore. It's not low pressure. I don't know what it is, but it's not that. It's not that anymore. Someone go tell NASA, please.
It's nothing. It's an absence of almost everything. How stupid are these people?
This is the issue, right? The hero talk came up and was just annoying earlier. Like literally, like last time I literally wanted to swat you because you just kept coming up and saying you're a mosquito. So, do you actually want to have a scientific discussion this time or not?
Yeah, you never said any of that, but good job there, guy.
You did say that. I have a very good memory.
You just think I come up and say I'm a mosquito? That's stupid.
Yes, last time you came up and said, "Oh, bzz, I'm a mosquito." Yeah, you did say that.
Huh.
You idiot.
Never said that.
You never say that.
Not to
It's
start
so
a
funny
debate,
because
no.
I've got such a good memory, and this guy
Cool.
he did exactly that. But now he's denying it. That's funny. All right, so do you have any evidence that the Earth's a spinning globe adjacent next to a vacuum? Because I just disproved the entire space paradigm that you believe in.
Yeah, you didn't, but you don't believe in gravity and
Alright,
you
so
think a
does
vacuum
high-pressure seek
sucks. So let's get past
Does high
that.
pressure seek low?
So you had this cool graphic before where you don't think
Does
that
high pressure
water
seek low?
on Earth. There's no pressure in
Right.
space, dumb fuck.
So why hasn't the high pressure gas on Earth seeked it then?
There's no pressure in space
So why hasn't the high pressure gas on Earth seeked the vacuum then?
because of gravity. Air
So
is
did
held
gravity
down
hold this
to the
gas
Earth
down?
by gravity.
Great. So did gravity hold this gas down, or did it seek it anyway?
Well, this is on Earth. It's holding both of them down. It's
Great.
still on
So
Earth.
on Earth, gravity holds gas down. Why hasn't the gas
Yes.
been held down by gravity then?
Because you created a pressure vessel on Earth. It's still on
Okay.
Earth. It didn't float
That
up to
doesn't answer
space,
the
did
question.
it? Did it float up to space?
So
Did it
then-
float up to your
so
magical
then the
vacuum of
gas-
space?
I
Why
don't-
didn't it float
well,
up to
you
your
believe in
magic?
the
Why
vacuum,
isn't
I don't.
everything floating up to your magical vacuum of space?
I don't believe in the magical vacuum of space.
Yes, you do. You think a vacuum of space sucks things up. You think that we're held in by some magical firmament. This is the brain thought that you have, and it's incredible to watch in real time.
You said gravity prevents gas from seeking a vacuum. So on screen, I just want a yes or no. This is the law of excluded middle, okay? So on
Look,
screen,
you're
it's either
creating
gonna
two
be a
different
yes or
things
no.
here. All right.
Did the gas
You're
seek the
conflating
vacuum and
two
go
whole
up?
different things, and
Did-
you know what you're doing.
Did gravity prevent this from happening?
You've been told this 100,000 times. You've bet on
And
the big debates
100,000
with
times
the
I've
actual
been
smart
correct.
people that know these things, and
And
they decimated
100,000
you.
times.
People laugh at you on
100,000
YouTube
times I've been
constantly.
correct.
Yeah,
Cool.
they
So
laugh at
on
you all of
screen,
the time on YouTube. I love watching you lose on YouTube. It's hilarious.
I've never lost on YouTube ever.
That's exactly.
on-
You're a
on-
flirf. deny
I know,
basic
that's right. I
reality.
never lose. Exactly. Yeah, I never lose.
Yeah.
So I'm denying basic reality. Says the guy who
Yes,
said high
all
pressure
of your
sea flow, but
example
now he's
here is
saying
on
it doesn't happen because
all
of
of your
gravity.
example on
And
your
now
crappy
the gravity claim's
graphics.
getting
First of all, you guys have the crappiest graphics ever. You got to really up your game.
great.
First
so
of all,
yes or no? Did gravity prevent this gas from going up? Yes or no, coward?
yeah, it's not going to space, is it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to space, is
Okay.
it?
Have a nice day.
I win.
Another win on my belt.
Another win by dumping me. When you dump,
What's
you
up, Jay?
lose.
Do you believe the Earth's a spinning globe just next to a vacuum? Hello? When you dump, you lose. Yeah, you hope I lose when I dump you.
Oh, I've been muted now. I can't even comment now. This guy is so weak.
And now you've been flat smacked twice by Angels of Light, Mosquito. You've been swatted twice. With ease.
With ease. The ease that you can't debate logical people.
Can you stop
Hello.
making people? Can you stop making people look stupid? Because then we won't have anybody to come up anymore.